Hey guys, Marsingan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to talk about the upcoming anniversary campaign, the reveal stream, and the most important question that people have been asking the last couple of days now. Tons of people asking in the stream this morning, when exactly are the banners coming out? Now, we are going to go over a bunch of the information that we have available at the moment, but I should stress that at this point, until we get a data download, and even then, maybe not, and I'll talk about that shortly, until we get a data download, we do not know the specific exact time that the banners are going to drop. There's a bunch of different theories, and there's some information that has come out from things that we do know about from the data download. But remember, the biggest thing is when we get a data download, we, people like me that make these videos, we check Dokkan info, these places that pull down all the information from the game's data. And one of those things is the scheduled release time of the new cards, right? So what will happen tomorrow is we're going to have this live stream. It's at 10 a.m. UK time. This video is going up at 6 p.m. So it's like 16 hours from now. 2 a.m. PST. That's what, like 5 a.m. EST. And then it's 10 a.m. for me, 11 a.m. Central European time. I will be live for this. This is obviously where they will be showing off everything that we need to know or that we want to know about these new characters, right? We should see their leader skills, their kit, their animations. They should talk about the pity that we're potentially going to get, right? Because the worldwide one, they talked about that new pity system. Everything we need to know about the upcoming 3 headliners and their banners we should find out from this live stream, as well as a little bit extra, some more about events. There's usually, it says anyway, during the broadcast there will also be a campaign where you can get Dragon Stones, usually some sort of shenanigans going on the stream. I think for the worldwide one it was like 50, so that'll be fun. Hopefully you guys come out to the stream, we can watch it live and react, and then obviously I will do a follow-up news video anyway once the stream is done. But the important subject, when do the banners come out? Now, as I say, there are some bits of information here and there are some theories, but at this point I do want to stress that we don't know the exact time. I've seen a few people talking about it on Twitter and stuff like that. If anybody says, right, this is when the banners come out 100%, like they are just guessing as well, right? So there's a few bits of info that we have, and shout out to all the goats that we're going to mention here for providing all these various bits of information. We have our boy Proton, obviously gathers together all the information from the data downloads when they are available, and we know that we are getting the anniversary login Goku card at 9 p.m. GMT on the 28th. So this is tomorrow, basically almost 12 hours after the live stream. And you can see here from the other bits of information we have, the thing that we saw earlier today that has the drops with the Earth Protecting Heroes and Successors skill orbs, that also drops on the 28th at 9 p.m. We have the this is an update for one of the existing Dimer stages, so that doesn't really matter. The Super Warriors, this is the thing that we Tales of the Super Warriors Dragon Ball edition. So this is a DB Saga story event, drops on the 28th at 9 p.m. This will probably be where the Demon King Piccolo card comes from, potentially. Although it's only got stage 5 up to Muscle Tower, so maybe not. Then there's the GT edition, Super Warriors. And then we've got a Dragon Ball Super edition. And is there a Dragon Ball Z version? Yeah. So all these story events, all this stuff that is basically classed as anniversary campaigns, the Super Magnificent Battle with the Super Warriors drops on the 9 p.m. as well. So basically, we know that the anniversary is officially starting tomorrow evening. So essentially, the time that this video is dropping, it's going to be just over 24 hours from then the anniversary officially begins. Now, in the past, of course, we are used to anniversary coming out and the banners not dropping on the same day. That's been something that they've done over the years multiple times, where a big celebration will begin and the banners don't come out until the next day. Sometimes even literally 24 hours after the start of the celebration. However, the current theories are that it is going to be a lot shorter than that. So we have a tweet from Rick here, who's one of the data miners. On both Global and JP, the countdown campaign images on the home screen scheduled to end on January the 28th at these various times, right? 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST, 9 p.m. GMT. That is the time, as we saw from the data download post from Proton, that is when the anniversary is essentially officially going to begin. Now, it says here we could see a very unusual banner release time. Don't remember times like this since 2017 or 2018, but we'll see. And one of the top replies from our boy Annie shows the release. This was back when the second anniversary happened, and Goku released at like 8 p.m. European time. And then the worldwide, that was the first ever shared release with the Tech Gogeta and Physical Omega. Although, of course, for global, we had the whole to be released shenanigans. But they released at around 8 p.m. as well. Because I remember the day they came out, I was working a night shift at my old job. And I started at 7 p.m. And so I'd got to work, got all set up. And then I was kind of chilling, loaded up Dokkan. I was like, oh, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, let's go. So that was certainly very interesting. Now, the thing is, this would obviously be very exciting, especially for, I think, everybody outside of Japan. Like, because when it comes to this time, like anywhere between 8 to 10 p.m. UK time is only going to be sort of midday or early afternoon for most of the regions of the US. So for most global players, like, this is going to be a decent time to be hopping onto Summon. I suppose for some people, work or school will get in the way at that kind of the day. But like, obviously for me, you have to remember, as someone in the UK, like, I'm very used to banners coming out at like 5 o'clock in the morning my time and stuff like that. So this is certainly very interesting. Now, obviously, like I say, this isn't confirmed at all. We don't know. We know that the celebration is starting at this time, but we don't know that the banners are coming out at this time. And we got this summary here from Air Dokkan. We've got the 10th anniversary celebration starts at January the 28th, which is tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central European time, January 29th. So yeah, this is 9 p.m. for me. New story events, all of this stuff is coming. New challenge events. We've got the red zone stuff already, which there'll be more stages for that. All of this stuff is starting on the 28th, which is tomorrow, at 10 p.m. I also pulled up this, so it mentions this Rick tweet that we talked about. The sales will be available at 10 p.m. Central European time. During the 9th anniversary and the Worldwide Celebration 2024, sales were made available along with summons. The same thing may or may not happen, but it's not impossible for it to happen again. So this means that if the sales are going to be going up as soon as the anniversary officially starts on the evening, for me, of the 28th, then that does heavily imply, based on what they did with the 9th anniversary and the Worldwide Celebration, as mentioned here, that the banners could be dropping straight away as well. Now, obviously, I know on JP it was often a trend, especially for the big celebrations, for the sales to drop earlier than the banners. And it was always one of those things we used to mention on summon streams. It was kind of annoying that that didn't happen on global, because it's nice to kind of get in, buy your stones, like buy any ticket packs or anything like that, and then just be ready to summon as soon as the banner comes out. But on global, banners have pretty much always dropped with the sales at the same time. So you have to spend a minute or two going to pick those up before you can jump into summoning. But it does seem like it could be very likely that the sales are going to be dropping here at 10 p.m. and then the banners are just going to be coming out with them as well. Now, one thing that stands out, you might say, from all this information that we've had so far, you could kind of say, oh, well, surely that is when the banners are coming out then, because everything seems to point to that. Certain things are ending at that time, like the countdown thing on the home screen. Certain things are starting at that time, like some of the new events. Surely, you know, that's a lock that this is when the banners are going to come out. However, one thing that Proton pointed out as a reply to one of these things, and it's a reply to this tweet, the countdown login screens. So it says here they're set to end at the 29th at, this is like 5 a.m, which again, for me, is when banners normally come out. It would be weird for the anniversary to start and have one day until our 10th anniversary. So until 5 o'clock in the morning, so 7 hours after the time we've been talking about that the anniversary is going to start, that the sales are potentially going to drop, and when people are hoping the banners would potentially drop. Apparently for another 7 hours, this loading screen will still be in the game one day until our 10th anniversary. Now, straight away, that already seems like an odd issue, because even if the banners aren't going to be out, if the anniversary, if like the events are coming out and we've been given the login card and all that kind of stuff, the anniversary has started. So this login screen or loading screen still being there doesn't make any sense. And obviously there is some mention here of like some of the previous data downloads have had different times. It's very possible that we could get a data download after the reveal stream tomorrow, and the time for that loading screen being in the game gets updated and it is actually going away sooner. But of course, the big thing is the data download after this stream, because they don't want to spoil anything before the stream. So I'm expecting at some point after the stream tomorrow and before everything officially kicks off, which is roughly like 12 hours, at some point during that time, that is when we'll get the data download. I wouldn't be surprised if it's right after the stream, and that will have the actual exact time properly guaranteed. Although they have in the past, I think it's, yeah, this comment from Rick. So when the data download hits, JP specifically likes to have false times in the initial download with the units, then update the database with the real times closer to the release. I think that happened last anniversary, but not for the worldwide celebration. So basically a data download that came out with the units seemingly having a release time, which I think was a really odd time. I think it wasn't even like an even number. It was like 16 minutes past like something. And then it got updated again later to the actual official time, which I think ended up just being the time that we'd originally expected it was going to be anyway. So basically, to draw a conclusion from this, the time is absolutely not set in stone. We know when the anniversary is officially starting. We know that sales are going to be dropping basically when the anniversary starts, but as of right now, we do not have any indication that that is going to be when the banners drop. And given the previous anniversaries having this trend of the sales dropping or the banners dropping a little bit after the start of the anniversary, and the fact that this login screen is scheduled to go until 5, which is when banners normally come out on global, we could still be looking at this time for the banners to release. So the anniversary will officially start, all the events will come out, all that kind of stuff, but the banners will not drop for 7 hours. That is definitely a possibility. So the two working times that we have currently is the 29th at 5 AM GMT, which is like midnight EST, 9 PM PST. So I mean, if you're in PST, the banner basically is coming out on the 28th, right? It just depends what time specifically. It's either going to be this time or it's going to be the official start of the anniversary, 1 PM PST, 4 EST, and then 9 PM GMT. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What do you make of all of this information? Do you think the banners will be dropping straight away as soon as the celebration starts? Which would you prefer? Obviously for me, I would much rather that, because then we can get on in the evening, have a good stream, get the summons, and then I can go to bed, rather than going to bed early and waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to summon. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Who will you be summoning first? Let me know. And like I say, I will be live reacting to this stream and the animations and all the info. So hopefully I will see you there. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.